not everyone is capable of receiving knowledge. Even worse, 98% of the Earth's population is unable to mentally process actionable information concerning finances, financial strategy, or financial growth. So, this introduction is sure to fall on many deaf ears. Nonetheless, you have probably heard of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies like XRP, launched in August 2013 with a market cap of $39 billion. Dogecoin, launched in 2014, market cap $15.8 billion. Shiba Inu, August 2020, market cap $12 billion. P-Power, $13 billion. And yes, the king of them all, Bitcoin, $793 billion. And what's the relevance of all of these cryptocurrencies and what might they have in common? Well, if you invested early enough, you are become a billionaire, a millionaire, and if not yet, are becoming one. Contrary to popular belief, becoming filthy rich in America does not require genius. It only requires that you be in the right place at the right time with the right resources to capitalize on an opportunity. You are about to become privy to one such opportunity at this very moment. In fact, you have already witnessed this financial prowess. You have seen its valuation. You have even secretly wished that you had acquired some for yourself when the getting was good. Well, what if I told you that one of the multi-billion-dollar valuated tokens we just went over is less than 2 weeks old and has not been released to the public for trade in bulk as of yet? Now, what if I told you third largest cryptocurrency in this stellar lineup was actually in the first round phase of its liquidity funding? Liquidity is the liquid cash that backs a coin or token when it first launches for trading. In the case of our token, about 7% of each purchase automatically is reinvested back into its liquidity, creating over time a mountain of capital capable of supporting hundreds of billions of dollars in trade each day. Liquidity providers, investors, are given enough tokens to cover their investment and to make a sizable profit should they decide to cash out via cryptocurrency exchanges. Investors possessing tokens can swap their tokens for cash on day one that the liquidity is made available for trade on cryptocurrency exchanges, making these gains the most readily accessible of all investments. This is why over 81% of the richest and wealthiest people on earth now own investments in cryptocurrency. Now, you all know the power of cryptocurrencies because you have heard the stories. For instance, a person coming into possession of as few as 1 billion tokens will be able to cash out a stunning $10 million when their coin reaches 1 cent in value. The average token, such as Volta Nu, has to shed as many as 15 zeros before reaching that mark, if it reaches it at all. In fact, a token's journey could take as little as 1 year, like Shiba, or a decade, like Bitcoin. However, our token also is exceptional in that it only has to drop 3 zeros before reaching that central mark. This position provides two principal benefits for liquidity providers. One, that a single investor can't afford to buy them all at one time. And two, that the smaller, more numerous trade transactions from the global community will number in the hundreds of billions over time, collecting up to 7% of each trade directly to the token's liquidity. This makes for a stable long-term investment having no foreseeable limit to its appreciation. That's right, and you probably guessed it, P-Power is another token with the potential of the very first Bitcoin. Now, This introduction to Puissant Power, or the P-Power token, which is the world's first women's empowerment token aimed at eliminating both poverty and its systemic effect on women, their families, and the communities they live in. Women have, through our recovery of 6 extinction-level events, been the natural muse, administrators, and caregivers of the earth, its creatures and humanity, as well as being the catalyst for the innovative technologies that underlay and form the vista of beauty and advancement created by past and the present generation. All of this while suffering oppressions, forced downward mobility, and genocide second only to that of transatlantic Moors of America. But now, as in times past, because of access to advanced knowledge, tools, and equipment, humanity is ready once again to leap forward into an age of advanced enlightenment, where long life, near perfect health, societal peace, global prosperity, and travel to distant universes are once again become actionable. A world filled with principled people and wonders yet unimagined await those of this generation and others for 1,000 years to come. However, we must first empower her, who by nature, with the aid of man, is equipped to love, care for, and sustain the earth, its creatures, and manifest reality as it emerges. How then might we accomplish such a lofty goal? Well, P-Power intends to serve as an incubator to the 1% of women already possessing the genius, influence, and will to administer opportunity to the other women capable of both duplicating and carrying forward the ideology that holistic global reform is now given into the hands of the universal woman to make manifest a more perfect, utopic global society by way of unified, conscious, collective, objective agenda. So, what is needed to usher in this next age of wonder? Well, modern corporations have known for the past 2,500 years. The answer is access to capital. You wonder, why haven't humanity already moved to bring in such a change? Well, largely it's because there has not existed in our time a currency with the potential to transcend all global financial systems, having within itself the innate objective of eliminating poverty by eliminating that class. P-Power will invest up to 1 trillion tokens each into the lives of women in politics, business, philanthropy, education, industry, and entertainment, with the intent and objective that they should go into their environments and gift a minimum of 1 billion tokens into women of like mind as themselves. Each woman would duplicate the process on a similar level while simultaneously investing in micro businesses, education, lifestyle, and environmental initiatives. Each one reach one has never been more feasible than it is this very moment. And if you are listening to this message, it is highly possible that you are called to champion this most noble and high call to help restore balance and harmony to our existence. My name is Billy Stokes, and I am the creator and chief administrator of the P-Power Empowerment Token. I invite you to become a liquidity partner of P-Power Token and to help uplift disenfranchised and impoverished women around the world. This initiative is not about self-enrichment where money is concerned. However, it does take money to balance and give advantage to action on this plane. If you are consigned to investing, please feel free in setting up a meeting with me at your leisure. If you are undecided or indecisive, please do not reach out. I will not put forth any further effort than what I have this day, convincing potential partners of the benefit to self and to the world of this venture. You can reach me by email at ppower@gwolive.com. Please, do your research. Allow your mind to comprehend that for a limited time the world's financial institutions and governments have allowed that new millionaires and billionaires may be created via pseudo-currencies. You may have missed out on the Googles, Facebook, and Amazons of the world, but you do not have to miss out on P-Power. So act now before it is too late. FOMO is not counterproductive. It is intuitive to prosperity. I hope to meet you before it's too late. Peace and prosperity.